Good enough. I don't actually know what this video is. This may be exaggerating, but I've got about 30,000 ideas. And I don't know which one to do, because I think I want to do that. I buy material for it, I buy stuff for it, and then my brain goes to another project that I want to do. I buy material for it. Then my brain proceeds in this ever-ending cycle. And because of this, my wardrobe is chock-a-blocked, filled with material. In my wiseness, have decided to make this video. You know what it is, I do not yet. However, the intro for this is going to be me laying out all my fabric and seeing which one strikes my fancy that I can get done in a short period of time. I know what I want to do. I thought this a while ago. It was like a 1 AM thought. I thought, hey, let's do that. And it was the dress from Don't Worry Darling, the one that she wears at the very end, because I really like that dress. And I've got all these different materials that I wanted, but here I have some white bed sheets, and also here. So I'm going to make the dress from Don't Worry Darling, and I'm going to put all of the rest of my stuff away, back in the wardrobe of shame. So I laid out one of the pieces of fabric onto the floor. I folded it in half because the material was quite thin and I wanted it to be double layered so that it wouldn't be see-through. So I laid it onto the floor and I cut out 2 layers for a front. I then put that onto the rest of the fabric, again folded in half, and cut that out. I then cut it in a curved shape and I put in a temporary zip so that I could see whether or not it would fit me when it was done up. So I put it on, the zip broke, but I refixed it. I've taken out, because if you look at her dress, it comes to about here and then it skirts. And here is the problem. So I've taken out a couple of pins, as you can see, and it's then breathable, because it wasn't breathable when I first put it on. I'm going to take this off, and I'm going to sew up the sides where they are. I'm going to see if I can take this off and potentially cry. If you see like weird mist around my room, do not worry, it is not a ghost, it is the fact that I've just lit an incense. Skirt, floop, floop, floo. I am the best at giving instructions. Her skirt looks quite full, the way that it is. However, I do not think that it is a circle skirt, purely because it's too tight here, there's not enough pleating here. It looks like it's relatively fit to her waist and then goes out to poof. So I'm going to get the part that I want to be the skirt. I'm going to lie down, I'm going to measure the waist, but probably slightly bigger, because I'd rather it slightly bigger, and take it in, because as we just learned, making it smaller and then trying to make it bigger doesn't work and you end up sad. Please don't eat that. I got another sheet and I folded it in half again, but this wasn't to make it double layered, this was to make it even. I measured my waist of how big it would need to be, and I cut a triangular line, a diagonal line, not triangular line, into the material so that it would make a more full-bodied skirt. It hasn't worked. Whereas you look at it, and that is... But then you... Because then if it was to be pinned all the way down, you'd have this much legroom. That is not enough leg room. I need full leg room. Due to it not working, I cut out another panel piece of the same fabric to extend to make it bigger. So I have sewed the two skirt panels together, and I have sewed the two bodice pieces together. I had a small break because I could not figure out how to attach these two pieces together. So I had a small break. I watched an episode of The Boys to try and help clear my head. So now that I've done that, I reckon I can try and do this again and see if my little brain can figure out what to do. But I am very doubtful. So I think I ended up repinning the bodice and skirt piece together about 10 times before deciding on how it actually could fit together. But once I managed to put it together, I sewed the two pieces together. I sewed together way too many times in a span of like 20 seconds. But put them together, and then I got a long zip. It covers my entire torso and past my hips, and I put that in onto the side that I hadn't yet sewed up. I then pinned that in place. I put it on to make sure that it would definitely fit before I hand sewed it in place. I would have sewed it in place on my machine, but my machine really hates this white thread. Plus it also meant that I could go downstairs and watch a true crime documentary with my parents whilst I sewed it. Whereas I couldn't do that if I had taken down my sewing machine. So you've got to look on the positive sides of my sewing machine not liking the thread that I wanted it to. This is what I've got so far. Just trim the bottom. It's tad uneven, so I need to do that. I need to add the thing here and then the straps. I'm hoping to get this done tomorrow, the rest of it, because I don't think it will take me that long. However, I am out tomorrow, so I'm hoping that I'll be back in time though, which I should be. I would finish it off today because I don't think it's going to take me that long to finish. I think it's only going to take me a couple of hours because I've literally just got to put thing around here, do the hem, the straps, and then I'm done. However, I would do it tonight, but it is currently 7:15 midnight and I need to get up about 7:30 tomorrow, so we're going to bed. What I need to do today is the straps and the binding around the top. Let's do this, shall we? I cut 4 long tubes, 1 for the front bit, 1 for the back bit, and 2 for the sleeves. The front bit I cut a small slit in so that I could then fold it so that it would have a little triangular shape to give it more shape in general to match her one on her chest. And then the 2 sleeves I've sewed along the long edge together and then turned it inside out, right side out, right side out. I should word properly. I've attached the straps onto the back. I'm going to put it on and then attach them in the front where they fit. I'm really hoping, because this strap halfway now has a mouth. Hello. So I'm really now hoping that this fits me before we get to the mouth. So I sewed the sleeves into the back of the dress. I then put it on. I forgot to turn it inside out, so instead of pinning it to the garment, I marked where the sleeves would hit in the front, took it off, sewed them in place, then proceeded to cut off the excess sleeve. I then lied it on the floor and cut off the bottom so that it was slightly shorter plus actually even. I nearly just dislocated my arm. As you can see, it's a little bit long. Her dress is knee length and mine is below knee length. So I think I'm just going to cut off a couple of inches off the bottom. But then I think I'm done. And then we can skip to a montage, I reckon. So me editing, just do like a montage time. And then montage.